If you're a small or medium-sized business owner looking at AI agents right now, here's the truth. A lot of businesses aren't failing with AI because the technology doesn't work. They're failing because they're rolling it out the wrong way. That matters. AI agents can absolutely help with customer support, follow-up, scheduling, document handling, lead response, and other repetitive work that eats up your team's time. The opportunity is real. The problem is that a lot of small businesses get excited, move too fast, and make decisions that almost guarantee disappointment. They buy too many tools, they automate the wrong process, they skip measurement, they don't assign ownership, and they ignore security and governance until something goes sideways. So let's walk through the 5 mistakes I see most often. The first mistake is buying too many tools at once. This happens all the time. A business owner hears about AI, sees a few demos, gets excited, and signs up for multiple platforms in a matter of weeks. Before long, they're paying for tools that overlap, don't connect well, and create more confusion than value. Now, instead of making the business simpler, AI is making it messier. What should happen instead is much simpler. Start with one tool and one clear problem. Just one. Get it working. Make sure people are actually using it. Measure the value. Then think about adding something else. The second mistake is automating the wrong process. Not every task is worth automating. Some tasks don't take enough time to matter. Others are too inconsistent or require too much judgment to be a good first use case, but a lot of companies go after whatever looks easiest instead of what actually matters most. That's where they get stuck. They automate something small that saves almost no time, and then they wonder why AI isn't delivering ROI. The better move is to step back and ask, where are we actually losing time every week? Where is work piling up? Where are delays hurting the customer experience? Where are we losing revenue because follow-up is inconsistent or admin work is too slow? That's where you start. The third mistake is rolling out AI without clear measurement. This one kills a lot of projects. A company launches an AI tool, lets it run for a month or two, and then nobody can answer the most basic question: is this helping? If you don't define success before launch, you won't know if the tool is working after launch. And when that happens, decisions become emotional instead of operational. Somebody says it feels useful. Somebody else says it feels clunky. Nobody has numbers, and the project loses momentum. Before you deploy anything, decide what success looks like. Maybe it's hours saved, maybe it's faster response times, maybe it's more leads followed up within 5 minutes, maybe it's fewer manual touches on document intake. Whatever it is, pick one clear metric and track it consistently. The fourth mistake is weak ownership. AI agents are not set it and forget it tools. They need an owner. Somebody has to make sure the workflow still reflects the business, the prompts still make sense, the logic still works, and the output is still useful. When nobody owns it, it drifts. The business changes, but the agent doesn't. Processes shift, but the automation doesn't. People stop trusting the results, and once trust drops, usage usually drops right behind it. That's why ownership matters so much. Even if it's a small deployment, somebody needs to be accountable for it. The fifth mistake is skipping security and governance. This is where things can move from disappointing to dangerous. If an AI agent can access customer information, send communications, update records, trigger actions, or make recommendations that affect the business, then you need guardrails. You need clear boundaries around what it can do, what it can't do, and where a human needs to review before something happens. Too many businesses treat governance like something they'll figure out later. But later is usually after a mistake, and that's the expensive time to learn the lesson. The good news is that these mistakes are avoidable. The businesses that get real value from AI usually aren't the ones making the biggest splash. They're the ones taking a more disciplined approach. They start small, they pick one real bottleneck, they assign ownership, they measure results, they put guardrails in place. And once they've proven ROI, then they expand. That's the smarter way to do this. So if you're thinking about bringing AI agents into your business, don't start by asking, what tool should I buy? Start by asking, where are we losing the most time right now? Where are we creating delays for customers? Where is manual work slowing us down? Where is lack of follow-up costing us opportunities? Because that's usually where the best AI opportunity is hiding. And if you start there, you've got a much better chance of getting real value instead.